everyone, I hope you're all well. So I wanted to do a video on food prepping, although I wanted to do a more like hands-on approach to food prepping and show you exactly what I've been like prepping and stuff like that, like in my fridge and that sort of thing. I thought I would just do a little chatty food prep video and just tell you what I've been up to and the reasons behind, I suppose, food prepping can really be helpful if you're trying to stay on track with healthy eating and just maintaining a balance in your lifestyle, or you know, if you're actually trying to lose weight, that sort of thing. So food prepping is really, really good, as well as meal prepping, obviously. So if you're like a busy parent, or if you're someone that works 5 days a week, whatever, sometimes meal prepping is really, really good, like especially for lunches, because lunches for me can be the kind of picky time, especially if I haven't got the children. I always kind of forget about myself, and it's always good to actually eat something and not necessarily like starve yourself. Like some people think, oh well, I miss lunch, I'll just wait till dinner. It's actually best to eat something rather than nothing, because you need to obviously keep up that metabolism to start burning your calories and stuff. Otherwise, as soon as you start eating, you'll be storing it all as fat, because it needs to, you know, kind of rejuvenate and stuff. So it's always good to eat something, even if it's lighter than what you usually have. Yeah, so I have been doing a little bit of food prep since I got back from holiday, just to sort of get myself back on the track with like general eating. When we're on holiday, obviously you overeat, you eat different things to what you usually eat, and for me, I especially just ate at different weird times, like totally different times to what my usual routine and schedule would be at home. So I found food prepping really helpful. I love the main things that I've been doing, instead of like meal prepping, I found just doing little bits of prepping, you know, in the morning or in the evening when the kids are in bed is really useful for the next days ahead. So I quite like doing like beans, any sort of beans, like I've got loads of like dried beans and lentils, and if you cook them up, obviously with dried beans you have to soak them before, so you kind of got to think ahead a bit with those. Soak them before for like 10 to 12 hours or whatever, and then you boil them up. I usually put them into like airtight containers, and they should last in your fridge for like up to a week. Half the time I use them for different things, so you can use them in salads, as like sides, snacks, lunch, soups. You know, you can just add them to anything because they're already there prepared. Buckwheat is definitely one that I've been using quite a lot. Again, I have it dried in my pantry, so it's really an easy, cheap staple. Yeah, again, I use that for like everything, and the kids really like it as well, which is super handy if everybody likes it in the family. Applesauce is something I do every single week, and a lot of the time for applesauce I use in my porridge. You can use it in anything though, like baking, pancakes. I sometimes, like if I'm having like one of those moments where you're feeling that you need something sweet, a spoonful or two of applesauce really just hits the spot. It's also great in granolas and yogurts and stuff like that. So I always keep some applesauce in my fridge. The kids, again, absolutely love it. They see it as a treat as well, so that's really handy. What else do I food prep? I try not to go down like too much of the fruit route, because I used to food prep a couple of years ago, and I did fruit like berries and stuff, but I found if you wash berries, they really do go off a lot quicker, so I tend to just leave those. Grapes are okay to wash and sort of bag up. You can do smoothie prep, where you do like smoothie bags, and every morning you just pull one out of the fridge. I used to do that all the time, as well as juicing bags. I do actually have a pin on food prepping, and I love Pinterest anyway, so feel free to follow me on that, because I have a lot of pins, like random ones, and I have them all organised in like their categories and stuff. But I really go there for inspiration. It really helps when I'm having one of those days where I'm like, I don't know what to eat, I don't know what I fancy, what do I have in the fridge, that sort of thing. Yeah, so food prepping is really great. I love it, and I think it's really going to help me, especially when the kids go back to school, and like just getting back on general eating better. And then also inspirations obviously for like Alistair's lunch boxes and stuff, and it can inspire me with my lunches as well, to like meal prep them. Again, with like meal prepping, you can, if you're super busy and you do not have time to like stick to a meal plan as such for the week, but you do have time on that Saturday or Sunday or whatever when you're at home, or evenings, to do like freezer meals. Lots of people do that. They do freezer meals and just stick them in the freezer and just pull them out day by day, so you know that you're having a sustainable meal, but it literally has come out of the freezer, but it's super healthy and super like yummy still, and everybody's happy. Slow cooker is definitely one thing I will be using so much over the winter. It's one of my favourite appliances throughout like autumn and spring. I don't so much use it through the summer just because we have a lot more like salads and barbecues and stuff, but it's my slow cooker is my favourite thing to pull out through the winter. Also doing like oatmeal and stuff like that, porridge inside the slow cooker is a really good one. Yeah, so I just wanted to go on and just tell you that hopefully I'll be doing a bit more like inside my fridge and show you a bit more inspiration on what I'm food prepping for the week and stuff like that, with snacks and also just trying to make some healthier sweet treat alternatives, because I have been super bingy lazy recently, especially with the children. But when we go into the supermarket over the summer, I've just been like, yeah, you can have that, and we just like come out with like loads of different like very naughty treats. And okay, I only give them to them, you know, one a day or whatever. I'm not, you know, someone who gives them to them very often, but it would be nice to actually have and make some homemade muffins, homemade biscuits, flapjacks, you know, and just have that, you know, make them on the weekend and just have them to just give out throughout the week. And at least you know what you're putting in them, which is the main thing I find, is that half the time you really don't know what's in the bar of something that they're eating. And I don't know about your kids, but mine, they go so hyper on sugar. They really do. Even natural sugar, like fruit and stuff. Sorry, the kids were just, Violet was basically being a drama queen. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it's very quick, and you know, it's like with kids, especially off on the summer holidays still. Let me know if you have any requests on anything, and yeah, I will see you all soon.